Alright dudes, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel. And what we're going to talk about today is new content coming to Disgaea RPG. Before we jump in and talk about that, if you haven't already, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, doing all that good stuff. So, we are in a bit of a dry spell just now when it comes to content. People think it's only just been a couple of days, but realistically, there was nothing to do during the Reflections event. Yes, if you hadn't already grinded out the Aska event, then yeah, you still had something to do, but I know by that point a lot of you guys had actually finished with that story event, so it's already been probably about a week to a week and a half you've had nothing to do in game. And I'll tell you now, there's nothing coming until at least the 5th of July. I can't talk about the new roadmap, but spoiler alert, there's nothing happening straight after the 5th of July either, so it's going to be a wee bit of time before we actually get anything grindable in game, but I can't go into details about that just now. Hopefully all will become apparent around about the 2nd of July, but we are going to have an update on the 30th of June, which is going to drop some new stuff into the game. One of these things is actually something that you can play. It doesn't take very long, however, and it is going to be the pure Flawn Gate that is coming back. So you will have a chance to get yourself some more character shards for Flawn if you are able to beat that. If you have got a spear team, that one works quite well for it. Int teams work quite well for it as well. So if you haven't already, then you can get yourself Flawn built up. We are going to get a new banner, and I will obviously make a video breaking down both of these characters. I'll probably do it tomorrow, to be honest. We're going to have Easter Mal and Bunny Seraphina. Spoiler alert, neither of these two characters are earth-shattering or groundbreaking. There's definitely a banner that you could quite easily skip, in my opinion, and I'll go over my thoughts on them when I do a character showcase, but personally, I feel both of them are rather mid, but again, depending on your own builds, they might be something that works for you. We're also going to have what was the free, called on the roadmap, the free Great Summer Events, which I did mention this already. It's not actually something that you can play. It's going to be some missions. Now these missions will obviously be what you've come to expect. There'll be things like do X number of story modes, do item worlds so many times. So basically, do what you're doing just now and you'll get some extra rewards out of it. You can never complain about that, and I don't think anybody's ever going to complain about getting some free rewards. We're also going to get the summer login bonus, which don't have details of that just now, but I'd expect it to be quartz, pots, the type of stuff we normally get from these things. We're also going to have summertime packs, so as always, yes, of course, they'll not struggle to add new packs into this game if you want to spend some money. And we will also have, if you boost your HL drops, it'll be a 200% boost. Hang on, HL boost event in the Dark Assembly becomes 200%. Is it not already a 2 times boost? It is. It is. HL's a double boost, so I don't really understand what that is. It's worded here exactly that the HL boost effect in the Dark Assembly becomes 200%, but it's already a 2 times boost, so that is 200%. I don't really get what that is. Maybe it means it's going to become 400% then, if they're going to double that again. We'll need to wait and see. We're also going to get another new banner, which is going to be Spear, Staff, and Monster Magic Pickup Summon. We've had that one a few times already, so yeah. The only thing I would say about Easter Mal and Bunny Seraphina is they do become boost event characters, so when it comes to using the next story event, which it is going to be pure Sicily event, okay, it's just when it's going to drop. They will be a boost character for those events, so you obviously can pick them up for that purpose if you want, but personally for me, I don't rate the characters. I don't think they're anything special, and there's a lot of stuff coming down the line, and these characters are just, they're very, very mid. That's the only way I can actually describe them. Hang on, yeah, subdue this innocent. No? What? Yes. What was that all about? But yes, they are. They're not characters that I think anyone should necessarily go out their way to summon. The only thing is the banner does have guaranteed pity on it, and what I mean by guaranteed pity is after 5 steps, you're guaranteed to get one of the 2 units that you're summoning for. I think there's a paid version as well where it will be after 3. I'm not 100% sure, but with these things in this game, it tends to be the case that there is a paid banner, a paid variant of every single banner. So yeah, I have been playing a lot more JP lately, mainly just because there's stuff to do. Um, what I'm doing just now in game is pretty much all I can do just now, which is do the item world. That wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if it wasn't for the fact that, unfortunately, your returns are very diminishing on the item world, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Right now, if you get a legendary item, it's great. The feeling behind getting a legendary drop is really, really good. However, when the level cap is increased to rank 40 or rarity 40 for items, a common rarity 40 item is more powerful than a legendary level 100 item. So a lot of these things that you're gaining right now, when this level increase comes, they're going to become useless. Yeah, I know that in the short term, they're really, really good, but the amount of time you have to spend going for them, it's diminishing returns, and if there was other content to do in the game right now, I wouldn't be going for legendary items. So I think basically people should really consider, is it worth your while doing it, because right now you can pretty much get by quite well with a team running rarity 35 common items. I mean, they all have decent stats for where the game is right now. And yes, obviously having legendary level 100 items is going to cause you to put out more damage, but there's nothing in the game right now that requires it. I just feel like your time may be better spent elsewhere. Now, I'm not saying to you go and run off and play another game. There is ways that you could entertain yourself. You could start a second account that you use as a challenge account. You could start a JP account. I mean, if you really want to spend all your time playing Disgaea RPG, you can do that. I mean, you can definitely do that. I do. I play JP. Ultimately, I don't want to say that I like JP better than Global, because it's the same game with more content, and if I could have that content available in English, obviously I'd much rather have that, you know. But yeah, there's nothing major to report on right now. You all knew that this banner was dropping. Maybe the timing of it's slightly earlier than was expected. I'm not 100% sure because I don't have the old roadmap in front of me. I do know that round about the 2nd of July is when we'll be able to talk about and reveal the new roadmap. So you're going to have to wait till then to get some news. The new story event, it doesn't drop on the 5th of July. I can tell you that just now. I'm not saying when it's going to drop, but I think a lot of people are just expecting when the new roadmap comes out, bang, we'll be out to the next story event. We're not. It's not right away. So it's going to be a while before you have anything substantial to sink your teeth into, so to speak. There will be stuff to do in July. I just don't necessarily think. I don't really think the layout for it's very. I wish I could say more. As soon as the roadmap comes out, trust me, I'm going to share my feelings on it. But as it stands right now, I can't. But as soon as it comes out, rest assured, I will give my full and unfiltered opinion of what I think about it. So you can look forward to that one, guys. But anyway, guys, I know this one's went off in a bit of a tangent towards the end. Just certain things pissing me off about this game right now. I really enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong, I really do. I'm going to continue to make content for it and all the rest of it. But the whole thing, like I recorded a podcast last night. There's going to be a Disgaea podcast coming out in the next couple of days. It's not on my channel, it's on someone else's channel. And one of the topics that we did discuss was the pace of the game, and how obviously we've rushed a lot of content, we've done overlaps on events and stuff like that, and ultimately by the time we get to the 5th of July, we're already going to have been 2 weeks since anything substantial was dropped in the game. And if it rolls on any longer, I just feel that any gains we made by going fast, we're losing them by taking these big massive gaps, you know. But all will be apparent soon. But anyway guys, I'm Hayzink and I will catch you on the next Disgaea RPG video, dudes. Peace.